My view is better than your view. I just want to briefly introduce myself. So my name is Stephen Tolbo, and I'm one of the over 75 full-time scientists that work at Nu Skin. And it's my job at the research and development team to try to explain the science of the products and the innovation behind our products simply, because we know that sometimes scientists can be a little boring. Sometimes we speak an unknown language. And so it's my job to hopefully make the science more duplicatable so that you can share it and explain it with others. So that's my background and that's my goal today. So I wanted to start by talking about our Ageloc products and our Ageloc platform. But let me first ask, you can raise your hand proudly, is there anyone where this is your first Nu Skin event? Yes, a few of you? Excellent, well welcome. There's never been a better time to join Nu Skin, and I think at the end of my presentation you'll see why. Here at Nu Skin, like was discussed earlier, we want to be different. And Ageloc is really our platform that we demonstrate our difference. And in order to understand Ageloc, you really need to understand the process of developing products. Now, the traditional approach, as we discussed earlier, would be to just produce products that try to mask or hide the signs of aging. This is, for example, if you're feeling tired, you could try to consume a lot of tea and coffee to try to stay awake throughout the day. But this is an example of not addressing the source of the problem, but just trying to mask the signs, and that's not what we want to do at Nu Skin. Here at Nu Skin, we want to target the sources of the problem, the sources of aging, and by doing this, we're then able to provide remarkable results with our products. Now, does anyone know what this is a picture of? DNA. DNA? Wow, I'm impressed with how smart you already are. Now, I show you a picture of DNA because we know as scientists that DNA plays a key role in how we age. It's very important that we know a little bit more about it. So, how many of you have taken a biology class? Oh, a large majority of you. So, for you that have already taken biology, hopefully this is just a refresher. But for those of you that haven't, don't worry, because I'm going to do a brief introduction into gene expression. Now, if we look at DNA, it can be intimidating, but you can really just think of DNA as a series of letters. And you see this strand of letters. And just like in our language, a bunch of letters make up a word, the same thing is true in DNA, that these letters combine together to what we call genes. Now, these genes or these letters stay the same throughout your entire life. But what your body does with the DNA is make copies. And so the DNA may stay the same, but your body can make copies of this DNA. And so, for example, here would be 3 copies of this gene. Now, I mentioned that the letters stay the same throughout your entire life, but what changes is how many copies are being made. And so, for example, maybe when you're younger, your body produces, if this gene was controlling collagen, which is an important component of firm skin, you would know then that when you're younger, your body produces or makes more copies of collagen, and you have more firm skin. But as you get older, there's fewer and fewer copies. Now, this is an example of the changes in gene expression that we talk about with age, and others go the other way, where they may, when you're younger, not make very many copies, and when you get older, they make a lot of copies. And so these copies get turned into building blocks. I mentioned collagen, but it's really everything that the cell needs to survive. It uses your DNA as a blueprint to be able to make these copies. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Okay, you all have graduated the intro to gene expression.
Yeah, yes,
Now, with that understanding of gene expression, we now know that it plays a key role in how we age. Now, I want to ask you a question. How many of you have been to Las Vegas? A few of you. I mentioned that because I grew up in Las Vegas. And if you went to Las Vegas and someone came up and asked you what has changed in the last 10 years, would that be easy to know what changed?
No.
No?
A lot of.
And why is that? Well, it's because you don't know what it looked like 10 years ago. And so how would you know what's new or what's been destroyed? But if you had access to a database of pictures of Las Vegas over the last 10 years, and then you were asked to compare it, would that be easier?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Now, the reason I tell that story is because this is really why we acquired LifeGen. LifeGen was a database of pictures, per se, and these pictures are what gene expression looks like as we get older. And so with this database of pictures, we can then recognize what changes come with age, and then we can also screen and test ingredients for their effects on gene expression. Just like having a database of pictures of Las Vegas, it makes it really easy for us to see what changes. And so with this database, we've been able to develop and innovate these unique products that are designed to target the sources of the problem. And these products have ranged from skincare to topical to weight management, like we talked about earlier. And this is truly all because of this acquisition of LifeGen. Now, I show you the word aging, and I want you to think about what's the first emotion or feeling that you associate with aging. You can all scream it out.
Skiing.
Hair, sagging, wrinkles. What about emotions, feelings? Sad.
Afraid.
Maybe you hate
Depressed.
aging.
Depressed.
Maybe aging isn't your friend. And this isn't surprising because aging has the potential to take away the ability for us to do the things that we love. And maybe that's spending time with our family, or maybe that's enjoying the outdoors. But aging has the potential to take this away from us. And so it's natural for us to fear aging because we want to continue to do the things we love. And so here at Nu Skin, we talk about being an anti-aging company. But when I say anti-aging, I want you to really think that we are an anti-fear company. And it's our mission to be able to remove the fear of aging so that you don't have to be afraid of aging because you can be empowered with products and with health and wellness. And there's our first approach or our product that we use to do this is what we call Ageloc R Squared. Now, as you get older, one of the problems, and I think you'd all agree,